Hey, what's up everybody? I'm the Gerbil. Welcome back. I got what hopefully is going to be a pretty good video for you today. I want to talk about Territory Wars, everyone's favorite game mode, right? Right? I mean, right? Anyway, this video is a little bit different than most content providers because Territory Wars is it's a little challenging to discuss. Let's jump over here to the game. So here's the setup screen, my guild versus the upcoming opponent's guild. We've got about 4 hours, it looks like, before we start placing our defense. And what I want to do right now is I want to go through and share with you what my guild does on defense. We have about a 69% win rate, which we try to maintain that. If you didn't know, at exactly 69% win rates, you get the best rewards possible. Mutual satisfaction for all involved. All right. Now, if you, I don't know why it is, but if you go past that, you hit 70 or fall below to 68, rewards aren't as good. It's just not, it's not as glorious. Anyway, let's take a look at the what my guild has put here on defense. Like I said, we really do pride ourselves for our accomplishments in Territory Wars. Now, no, we are not like Ka, Ma, whoever those people are at the very, very top. We don't go to that extreme. All right, we're going to go ahead and start here with the front row. The front row is very important. You don't want to over guard the front row. There are a couple strategies. You can try to go with like an absolute iron wall, like bang, bang, and just stop people cold in their tracks. But if you do that and you fail, then it leaves a very weak innard, you know, like the inside of a chicken you're gutting. It might have had battle armor on the outside, but once you get those feathers off and rip the skin, it's just smooth sailing till barbecue time. So you don't want to be the armored chicken. No, instead, you want to put something down that has a little bit of deception to it. You want to try to, you know, falsely lull your opponent into a sense of gratification by beating 40 to 50 identical teams of a difficult nature, but not one that, you know, again, leaves you defenseless. You want them to beat that and then get blocked, having used their best teams up the front, believing it was the best defense. So we try not to do that. All right, so here we go. The first zone here, if we hit that first top zone, on this one, we're going with the new Bad Batch squad. Now, a lot of us in my guild have the new Bad Batch ready to go, and we're putting them all at 5 stars because, believe it or not, at 5 stars, they're pretty good. And we're going to throw in a geared 10 at least minimum level so that we can trigger the endless turn meter bug that's currently in the game. And if you don't know about that, stay tuned and maybe I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Speaking of stay tuned, please hit that like and subscribe while you're here. Don't forget, it's important. I appreciate it. It does make me feel good above anything else. But yeah, don't tell CG about it. But yeah, you've got to have at least a minimum gear 10 on defense, and you've got a solid chance for locking in a turn meter loop that even Leia can't handle, right? Leia just falls over to it. Now, Kenobi, of course, with his turn meter manipulation ban, he'll stay standing, but a lot of guilds are going to use Kenobi on defense, which makes this all the harder to get past. Now, if we go to the southern zone, in the southern zone, we've got some really fun things happening here. We've got Meathead DM's Ed. If you don't know what that is, just send Meathead at Capital Games a direct message and you'll figure it out. But here, like I said, you want to go with that defense that's really powerful, but not over the top. You want to save that for that second tier or third tier. So we're going with Tebow lead. It's also, we've recently discovered a bug in Territory Wars. For whatever reason, if you put it in the front sector only, then attacking team's turn meter is infinitely removed. Infinite, yeah. Trust me on that. I'm absolutely not lying. Okay, yeah. So we've got the new Bad Batch up top with the Tebow lead down below. Now, a lot of guilds are gonna go with like Rey, Great Mothers, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Personally, some of my true favorite frontline squads actually is like the Keller and Beck with the Omicron. That is such a great squad. It almost forces your opponents to use like a Jedi Master Luke and just like suck up all of their Jedis right then and there. Okay, moving right along though, shall we? We don't want to get bogged down too much. Let's go back up to the top. So behind those Bad Batch, we've got 4 Gungans and Scavenger Jawa. This triggers an endless shield generator that just can't be beat by most major squads. What we can say though about the Scavenger is that he brings maximum Utini power to Misa Gungan land, right? If you've never seen a Jawa underwater, then my God, you're missing out. Next time you go to the beach, find yourself a cute little Jawa all bundled up in one of those brown suits and throw them in the water, electronics and all, and just marvel at the madness that will immediately follow from that. But Scavenger in particular, right, he's going to lock down those Boombas, that thermal detonators, and when you combine thermal detonator with Boomba power, holy heck, is that some awesome like carnage that you will wreck on your opponents. Boomba TDs, wow, I'm telling you. All right, now let's go directly south of that. Second row, we've got Nooch 2 Good Zone. Because we love Nooch 2 Good so much in my guild, he is absolutely our guild's #1 favorite YouTuber of all time, right there next to my own channel, I hope. Anyway, the Nooch 2 Good Zone is chock full of some of the best characters in the game, including Dad Bod Boba, who, well, you know, Nooch is your favorite dad, and I'm a dad too. That's all I can say about that. I just don't know where to go. But next to Dad Bod Boba, you want Darth Vader, Bam, Vet Han, and Jango. It is remarkable, the synergies in there, the merciless massacre combined with the shoot first and then the bam action that just power drives from missiles launched out of kneecap missiles. I mean, it's a cinematography masterpiece. Okay, all right, we got to move on from this one. Let's hit that top zone of fleets. Now, there are a lot of great fleets out there, starting out with Leviathan all the way down to the bottom of the pile, Executor with the punishing one. I really recommend what we do. We sat home 1 here with Red 5 CG, the new Red 5 that CG just sent to us last night. If you haven't seen the Red 5 update, dog, it is, oh man, it is like Red 5, which is better than 4 because it's 1 higher. Yeah, so we really want to test this out. You know, anytime a new unit comes to the game, put it on defense. Put it on defense because it's a new unit. No one knows what's going to happen. If you go into offense with that variable, with that unknown, you're very likely to lose. Button smashing into the unknown is never safe. But when your opponents also don't know what to do, don't know what to expect, don't know what counters work, they will often overcompensate, like buying a Lamborghini or a Tesla Cybertruck. Don't do that. Don't be that person, right? Or they will underdog it and they'll try to sneak in like a Jedi Starfighter with Cup at the helm and get obliterated and drop the battle. So yeah, we're going to hit this Red 5 Home 1 fleet and we're going to let you know how that pans out in a couple days. Stick with us. Now in the middle, we've got a Tariff zone. Ain't nobody walking into this one without paying the Tariff because dang it, this is Dark Force Separatists first and we are making Dark Force Separatists great again. The Tariff zone places a 25% tariff on all Canadians and GLs. Okay, below that we've got Mount Ozempic. Mount Ozempic, you know, Ozempic, that's an interesting one. Somebody just messaged me this morning and said, damn dog, you've lost weight. What Ozempic are you pumping? And I'm like, honestly, no, I've just given up on everything that's joyful in life, like alcohol, sugar, and I'm doing some exercise. But yeah, so this is Mount Ozempic. We put nothing but the best here in terms of those who need Ozempic the most. We've got the Hutt cartel led by Jabba himself whenever possible, with old Lizzo, new Lizzo, Bosch, Lando Embo. Now, there's definitely some reference in there, and I don't know what that is. Living in China, the pop culture scene just vroom, passes me over. Unless you want to talk about K-pop, then I'm kind of down with some of that. But Ozempic style for the hold. Like Ozempic is like a miracle drug that more people probably need access to. All right, now what do we got here behind the fleets? Behind that Home 1 Red 5, we've got some women's NBA sector. Set hardly any teams here. I feel immediately sexist for some reason saying that because I don't get the reference again. But apparently we don't put defense here. We save all of our fleets in anticipation of not being able to get past Red 5. So we got the WNBA happening, and I don't know. Okay. How many WNBA teams are there, and how many men's teams? I just hope for the love of something here that there's, an even number, but I got a feeling we got 13 women's MBAs. Okay, 15 as of next year. Oh, to 30. I get it now. I get it. Oh, okay. So there's half as many WNBA teams. That definitely is not on parity with the population. But hey, what the heck? So this is our WNBA zone, and I'm really kind of feeling guilty saying that over and over again. So I'm moving right along to our final two zones in the back. We've got the Blackhawks defenders. Just leave this blank as the instructions to the team. What team what sport and location is the Blackhawk from? Yeah, if you're curious, I'm having to jump back over to GPT because I am not a sport. Okay, Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, it's a golf team. Oh, sorry, hockey. That's the one where you ride a horse, right, with a stick and hit things on the grass. It's gotta be. Right now, my dear friend Kermon is like rolling over, dying with anger, and probably flipping me off with both hands. But yeah, okay, so we just don't put defense there, the Blackhawks style. And now finally, bottom row, what do we got down here? I keep changing the wrong app. On the very bottom, we're going to have to go with my guess cup, and I nailed it. If you're not going to buy that Relic 9 cup, then just what are you doing? Why are you playing? Actually, no. In all sincerity, I saw a Reddit post today. Somebody posted a Relic 8 cup, and everybody was like, do not upgrade. Do not. If you upgraded your cup to Relics on your own, and indeed the Relic 9 bundle comes out, don't upgrade him past 8. Wear that Relic 8 as a badge that you earned it, that you invested hundreds and hundreds of gear pieces and signal data unnecessarily into the greatest character that ever lived, that is so great, like Chuck Norris. He just doesn't do much anymore. Actually, Chuck Norris does a lot. Like a lot. He keeps boogeymen away from anywhere he's ever been. They're afraid of him. So yes, cross out the other guild, just set Mob, Enforcer, Visas, and Cup. I had never considered that lineup until just now, but seriously, the power of Mob with Cup and the revivability of Visas. If I may be so bold, to my guild watching, toss an Ewok Elder also, because he can revive all 4 of them, just not himself. Therefore, all 3. Hey, anyway, folks, so Dark Force Separatists, this is my guild. We are a fantastic guild, and this is how we win territory wars. I'm telling you, 69% of the time, sometimes less. If you want to be a member of this outfit, we are at 500 and what is that? 85, 65 million GP. Hit me up. I'd be glad to pass on your credentials, whatever you got. And for the love of God, don't put any of this advice into practice, please. Thank you for watching. Please, once again, hit that like, hit the subscribe. Happy April Fool's Day. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.